Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, grab a cup of tea or coffee or a beverage of your choice and let's get started going on this amazing journey along with me, Manjushree. Well, it's August already and I don't know how we surpassed all the 7 months. It just passed by like a blink of an eye, but still we are here. We are here to celebrate us. Well, me being an Indian, I really love to, have my patriotism on my sleeve this whole month. And some of you might come at me, or you might just think, well, is patriotism only to be showcased in August just because you got independence, or in January when there's a Republic Day parade going on? Well, no, I don't say. Well, this is kind of the situation where, with your family, you complain about them, you stay with them, you love them, you care for them, but it's not always the case where you go out and shower love towards them. It's just in the back of your head, you love them, that's all. You do not have to keep on showcasing about it to the whole world, and that's what happens with the country as well. It's your family, it is always there, but you do not show it. And whenever your parents' birthdays come and you put all the status and you say how much you love them, you give them presents and all that, the same happens with country as well. It is our motherland, and August is the month where we get to showcase the love which we hold for our motherland in this month. So this month I have a special few books which I've kept aside so that I can read it during this month. So I'm just going to show it to you and also show you which all books I'm reading so that you'll have, an idea as in where I'm at in my reading journey. So let's get started. The first book, actually I'll be showing you the books which I'm already reading. Since I'm a mood reader, it's very difficult for me to, keep my head in one space and just keep reading about it. And, there are several moods which I'm going through at a time. Sometimes I'm depressed, sometimes I'm happy. And it all constitutes and goes into my reading as well. So in July, I actually started reading two books, The House in the Cerulean Sea, which I'm listening in audiobook. I have only like 2 hours left of that audiobook. I hope I can finish it this week. And also, I am actually reading The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. I started this at the end of July. I wanted to finish it in like 2 days, but I couldn't because this is such a grim, dark, depressing book. And when I'm depressed, I do not want to read about depressed books because then it will push me further into depression, of course. So I'll read this whenever I'm in like a very light hearted or in a very light mood so that I can balance it out. I can come out of it once I read about it. But this is going amazingly well. I'm already like 25% through. Yeah, I'm like 25% through and it's going really well. I'm really liking it. There is a lot of things going on, but still I feel like there are not a lot of things going on. It is quite a balance, but still it is a bit early to say what my thoughts are on this. So maybe like when I complete this, I'll have more thoughts. Enough about this book. So these are the two books which I was reading when July ended and August started. When August started, one of my friend and me actually started reading Parva by S.L. Bhairappa. Yes, I'm reading the Kannada original version instead of the English one because I want to read this and then get into the the English version. And it is going really well. I'm only 25% in and it's a bit confusing as well because I do not know a lot about this book. I know Mahabharata, but I do not know what this retelling is all about or what the point of view is because you see a lot of retellings of Mahabharata and sometimes it's just a point of view of a character or sometimes just a scene or just one one chapter of the whole epic. I really don't know what this is about. So once I start reading more, I'll get to know more because this is a mammoth of a book and I'm only like 25 pages in. So let's see where this goes. But I'm really enjoying it. Even 25%, 25 pages. Even after 25 pages in, I'm really liking this book. So let's see where this is going. So those are the books which I'm currently reading. Coming to the ones which I want to tackle this August. So you know what? The TBR the TBR pile video which I made where I had given all those priorities and all that, well, I've just shoved it out of the door since, as I said, I'm a mood reader. So I just pick up whatever I want at whichever time I want, apparently. And it's Independence Day and I want to read books related to independence. So the first book which I'm picking up for the month of independence is actually Independence by Chitra Banerjee Divakaruni. This is a tale about three sisters going on their own ways after India in 1946. I do not know what a lot of this story is regarding, but I'm really excited to read this. I've heard good reviews. Chitra Banerjee Divakaruni is kind of like my hit or miss author. I loved Palace of Illusions, but I did not like The Forest of Enchantments, and I did not even read or touch any of her other books. So this is going to be like a tiebreaker, maybe. I'm not sure, but we'll see. So I'm excited for this one, so because it has the name Independence, and I'm going to be reading it in August. Like most of the people, I do not have the time, nor do I have the ability to read more than 4 or 5 books per month. 4 books is like an achievement for myself if I read it in a month. So I do not make a whole lot of TBR. I do not make a TBR at all. This is my first time where I'm making a TBR pile for myself. I don't know how I'm going to be doing this, but you will see at the end of the month. So the next book is actually The Assassination of Indira Gandhi and Other Short Stories by Upamanyu Chatterjee. Well, this is volume 1. I did not know this was volume 1. Okay, one book at a time. Anyhow, I do not know a lot about the assassination of Indira Gandhi. I do not know anything about that, so this is going to be my stepping stone into all the history about the emergency, the Indira Gandhi's prime ministerial period, and also like why it was enforced and why she was assassinated and all that. So I think this is going to be a good stepping stone. We'll see. Only these are the books which I'm tackling. There are no other books. If in case, I know I won't be able to finish all these books. Parva, not at all, because I'm reading it very slowly. I read like 4 or 5 pages every week. That's all. So Parva is going to be a very long term read. The Bell Jar, I hopefully can finish it in 2 or 3 days. And Independence and the Assassination of Indira Gandhi are something which I think I can tackle if I make up my mind. So these are the only books which I am currently holding in my TBR. But if I finish these 2 books, if I'm able to finish them, if I can finish them, and if I do, after a celebratorial dance, because I finished all of these 3 books, The Bell Jar, Independence and The Assassination of Indira Gandhi, I am trying to pick up An Era of Darkness by Shashi Tharoor. Well, this is the first book which I should have gone for because Independence Day, but right now I'm not in the mindset to dive that deep into any topic, and I know this is going to be very heavy and this is something I would want to research more. So, and also Shashi Tharoor, of course, he's like too deep in. I cannot handle that much of information. My brain is not capable of doing that because I have other priorities. But if in case I finish all those 3 books, I'm going to be picking up this one. We'll see. I'm not promising I'll be picking up this book, but we'll see. I'm keeping this just on my radar for this month. See, I'm a mood reader and sometimes I do want to read, sometimes I don't want to read, and sometimes I just don't want to read any particular of these books, and I'm going to be just picking out anything else out of this bookshelf. So I cannot promise you anything that I'll be picking these up, but I'm promising myself that I should pick these up and also pushing myself. So these are like kind of my August TBR, but don't get your hopes up. I shouldn't get my hopes up, nor should you. But yeah, I'm going to be tackling these from my TBR. Let's get started. I'm just going to go read. I'm overwhelmed holding all these books. This is kind of putting me in a pressure to finish these books. My god. So that has been my August TBR. I hope you got some, recommendations. If you are interested in picking up any one of these books, please let me know so that we can, buddy read and talk about it. You can leave them in the comment section down below. You can also find my socials in the description down below. We can have a chat about it. But if you have already read any one of those books, please tell me more about them in the comment section down below. I'll see you in another video. I'll get into reading.